Okay, here we are. This is lesson 7 of how to draw a Cadillac ELR. And as you can see, I did some work off camera. I wanted to get a little farther along so you could see where I'm going with this. Obviously working a little bit all over the body today. This isn't the final run through, but I'm trying to emphasize certain things that I see in the photograph and that need to be more strongly suggested than what I've done so far. So trying to get it to the believable point of being a 3D image. And that takes a lot of doing. You have to have the shading just right. You have to have the highlighting just right to show that there's some kind of shape to the body. And you'll see right in the back of the car, next to the right tail light, you see how that's rounded or looks rounded, and that's because of the shading and the highlighting, and it makes the back actually look like it's 3D. So it's that kind of thing that you have to do. Same thing as these two hollowed out sections on the side. One is very low down on the rocker panel, and the other one is right at the door itself. So if you get that right, then you can show that there's a scalloped area, that there's something inset there, and it pretty much lets you know what's going on with the body shape. And also now I'm working on the inside of the car. I'm guessing this is probably a publicity shot, and what they did was they had pretty darkly tinted windows so that everything that you view through one window, if it goes through another window, is going to be really dark. The interior of the car is going to have to be viewed through a darkened window too. So what that's going to do is it's going to make it a soft interior, but it's going to be harsh where you look through the other windows. So that's what I'm doing here. Is I'm doing it as if the windows are tinted. And what that does is it gives you a foggy appearance so that nothing is really light and all that visible. Also, I'm cleaning up some of the little details, like around the tail lights and some on the very back end of the car. These are just little things that I hadn't done up to this point because I was trying to get the major parts of it done. I wanted to get something that represents what this car actually looks like. I think it's a really pretty car. Like I said before, it's probably one of the most exciting of the electric cars that I've seen in terms of body style. Obviously, you know, the Tesla Roadster and S sedan are very exciting looking too, but this has got a certain powerful look to it, and it's pretty close coupled too. It's fairly short, and it looks powerful. It's a good looking car. I don't really know much about the performance of it, but for most people, probably an electric car for many commuters would be as much as they need. And this is also available with an optional range extender like the Volt is. And what that is a gas engine that extends the range. So you don't have to be concerned about running out of battery charge. As long as you've got fuel in the tank, then the car can be run as well. Okay, you can get an idea where we're going here. Again, what I'm doing on the front end, just like on the rear end, the flare over the fender, over the wheel, that helps to show that there's a change in the shape, that it is flared out there, and that makes it look like there's not just a flat panel, but actual curvature that goes around there. So these are the little subtle things that tell people what you're trying to do. So far so good though. I'm really happy with the way the drawing's coming out. Still a lot of work to do to it, but it's definitely moving in the direction that I wanted it to. And I make that easier, of course, because I choose a photograph that has a good look to it, something that I figure will look good in black and white. Like I say, I chose to do this one with a little bit of color in it too. the amber of the front light that's on the front fender and the red of the rear ones, because the taillights are so large that they're a huge part of the back end of the car. So if I hadn't done that, then it would have been very hard to show the difference between the silver gray of the body and the red of the lights. So I just gave into it and said, okay, let's go ahead and do this, and let's make it red at the rear, and that'll cure that problem right away, which it did. Makes it look a little more interesting too. I like color, but I usually draw in black and white just because that's the way I do it. I like to use pen and ink because pen and ink doesn't fade like dye-based colors do. Anyway, getting down near the end, but I hope to see you back here next time, and we've got quite a bit more drawing to do on this, but we are getting close to the end. So hope to see you back. Thank you very much. Goodbye.